never wear ties, but I had to wear a tie a handful of days before Christmas Day, arguably my favorite day of the year, and especially in our amazing household. Cash, for some reason, has just like left the presents like untouched. And Kelsey and I, we wrapped quite a few of them yesterday, probably in fear that he's just going to like go bananas and start tearing into them. Well, he started opening up grandmas. He started opening up cousins, started opening up mama gifts. And he apparently walked out to the Christmas tree this morning and said, "That's for cash, and just went right down the list. So it is full throat Christmas time in the Renevier household. Good morning, everybody. Happy Mindset Monday. 'Tis the season, they say. 'Tis the season to be merry and bright. One of my favorite songs of all time during the Christmas holiday season. 'Tis the season to be with family and friends. And oh, by the way, 'tis the season to set some goals. If you guys haven't figured it out by now, this company is a firm believer in the power of setting a goal, an advocate for our agents and our staff to set big, hairy, audacious goals. It's an organization, guys, that does literally everything in its power to help those folks committed to a goal at succeeding at said goal. So let me ask you this. What is your goal for 2022, right? So we're approaching, guys, the final hours. There's 11 days left in 2021. And some of us might have a mixed bag of emotions with this. Some of us are like, holy cow, let's get this thing behind us. 2 years in a row of just get it in the rearview mirror. For many, it was probably the best year we've ever seen. For some, it was a perfectly written love story between sort of your personal accomplishments and your production, right? Like that work-life balance is absolutely different for every single one of you. But did you hit your goal? And you're sitting there going, well, Jeff, of course I hit it. I just told you I did. But what I want you to ask yourself, was the goal you set in 2021, was that your goal or was it someone else's? Was the goal the pinnacle of sort of your existence as a real estate agent, as a person, or was the goal worth everything you sacrificed over the course of 2021? So if you thoroughly committed to your goal of 2022, or you just simply haven't decided on one yet. I know some people will have one goal and they're going to stick to it. Some people have 37 goals and they're going to try and get to every single one of them. Regardless of where you fit into that sort of spectrum, I want you to ask yourself 3 questions. If the answer isn't a resounding yes, well then, guys, I hate to say it, we sort of need to rethink what winning looks like. So again, this all goes back to the book that I finished up a few weeks ago, and I keep coming back to it. So Tim Grover asks 3 questions at the very end of this book. He says, do you want to do it? Is this your goal or someone else's? Is this part of your vision board or your dream, or is this a goal set to please others? Your goal is something that requires you to crave it. You can't just be interested in hitting it or not. You have to absolutely want this thing. Number 2, can you do it? Can you do it? And yes, oh my God, yes, absolutely, I can. In fact, I just watched yesterday that documentary on Netflix, 14 Peaks. What? If you guys haven't seen this thing, check it out. This guy's mindset is unbelievable. He's just like he's another David Goggins for me. I'm just, oh my goodness, minus the cussing, of course. But can you do it? If you're lacking the mindset, if you're lacking the skill set, or even the means necessary to make it happen, all the focus in the world will not deliver the result that you're looking for. So remember, when you must be realistic about your attempting to complete this. Focus here, ladies and gentlemen, is the absolute key. Number 3, this is the biggest one. Is it worth your time? Is it worth your time to sacrifice so much in order to focus on this one thing? If you're hell-bent on winning, like Grover talks about in this book, then your mindset's going to change quite a bit, because you're going to say no, and you're going to say no to a lot of people. This one is it really, really, really worth your time? Your commitment to being relentless here is absolutely crucial. Your commitment to being resilient is absolutely crucial. Winning wants all of your attention, not just some of it, some of the time. So I'll leave you with this one quote, and if I can find it here on my notes, yes, here it is. Are you ready for this? You are always one decision away from a totally different life. You are always one decision away from a totally different life. Let that sink in as you think about some of your goals. And if you're struggling trying to formulate your goal, trying to come up with some pizzazz and some spirit behind it all, ask yourself this: what would a great year give me in my personal life that I've never experienced before? That might help bring some of this to life. So you are always one decision away from a totally different life. So thank you guys. Happy holidays on a beautiful Mindset Monday. It's absolutely stunning. We got about 2.5 inches of snow last night. Thank you guys for being here.